If we are going to graph the function 2 to the negative x squared, what happens to our function if we have a negative inside the function? Anybody remember? Nobody wants to jump out on that limb? What does the x squared have anything to do with? Well, it is a quadratic exponent, yes. So our base 2 is being raised to the power of. So how do you think that's going to affect the graph? The first graph is 2 to the x power. The second graph is 2 to the negative x squared. Now this negative is an exponent. 2 to a negative exponent, what happens? If you have 2 to the negative 2, what happens to your y values? How do you get rid of the negative exponent? Okay, so it becomes a fraction. 1/2 now becomes 1/4. So it is getting smaller. It's approaching what number? If I put a negative in here and I square it, what happens then to this number? 2 to the 4th power is what? An even smaller number. So what happens on the left-hand side of the graph as these numbers are going left? What's happening to your graph? They're getting smaller, just like they are if they're going to the right. So if they're getting smaller, it's going to look like one of those upside down graphs. Alrighty. The main point that I'm going to look at is this initial starting point and your asymptotes. If you have 2 to the x plus 1, what does the plus 1 do to the graph if it's happening outside the function? It moves up 1. So instead of your horizontal asymptote being at 0, it's going to be where? At 1. Instead of crossing at 0, 1, where's it going to cross? If it moved up 1, it's going to be at 0, 2. If I substitute a 0, 2 to the 0 power is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. And now you have your graph. Any questions on that?